Hayley, this is for you. There's been a lot of prayers from this church sent up for you. The Lord has just listened to all of them, because we can see you right now just doing very well.
Yes, I am.
And we're just so happy to see you. Hayley's had a tough battle with cancer, and she's still fighting the fight, but she's doing good. And so this song's for you, Hayley. Jim wanted me to sing it for you.
I like to have one to hold on to in case I get weak or something up here. My shirt is right.
Yeah, well, it's going to take a whole lot of y'all to pick me up.
Okay. All right.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Hayley Harrington. Jim and Joyce Harrington are my mother and father-in-law. And Shane Harrington's my husband, who I've been married to for 17 years. And together we have two sons, Wes Harrington, who's 13, and Van, who is 8. And have my master's in education and I teach at DT Cox, or I did teach at DT Cox in Pontotoc City. I was a third grade teacher. Well, in May of 2012, late April 2012, I began just not feeling myself. And as a teacher, if any of you have had kids, you know that you pick up everything at school. So I was like, great, I'm getting the flu, I'm getting a cold, you know, whatever. So I started taking an antibiotic that I had at home, like most of us do. You know, if we have an antibiotic, we don't feel well, we just kind of take what we have. Didn't get better. My gums started swelling and just like I had ulcers all in my mouth. I went back to the doctor. I was diagnosed with strep throat. So they gave me another antibiotic. Took that for a week. Went back to school. My fever started going up to like 101, 102, 102.5. Couldn't make it the rest of the day. So there would be days that I would just leave. And as most of you know, the second week in May is the big MCT test that all kids have to take. So I was, oh great, this is right in the middle test, I don't need to leave. But when I went that Sunday to the doctor, my blood count, my red blood count was 7,000. And for a woman my age, it was supposed to be between 38,000 and 42,000. So they sent me to the emergency room and gave me a blood transfusion, and the next morning I woke up with the doctor telling me that I had acute myeloid leukemia. And I was like, I'm 35, I have a 10-year-old, I have a 5-year-old, I have cancer, I'm going to die. So they started chemotherapy, and I went into remission with the first chemotherapy, and stayed another month in the hospital. Is that right, Shane? About a month in the hospital, and we got to go home, had another chemotherapy. We waited about a month. After that, about 6 weeks, my counts weren't rising like they were supposed to. So finally they did, and I had another chemotherapy, and it was determined that my bone marrow wasn't functioning the way that it needed to. So instead of 4 consolidation treatments, I only ended up having two consolidation treatments. I stayed into remission, went back to school to teach the part of November 2012. I would go monthly for a blood checkup, and in February of 2013, my platelets started dropping again. So they watched them for a little while, and I had to have another bone marrow biopsy, and I relapsed, AML again. I was sent straight to Vanderbilt. And they told us this time that it was going to be harder for me to get into remission since I already had AML. I relapsed, and it was going to be very hard. Well, praise to God, very first chemo treatment, I went into remission. Yes. So they told me also that I had to have a stem cell transplant. I'm the only child. Nobody was sisters. Nobody was a match in my family. It takes months and months and months to find a donor when you're on the National Bone Marrow Program. It took 2 weeks.
Amen.
They found a perfect match, 10 out of 10. So again, praise God, they were just like, we can't, they couldn't believe it. And they're like, I don't think they've ever really found a match in that much time. Actually, 2 weeks lapsed. So I got to go home from Vanderbilt in April, stayed home, and then in June, I'm the only child, very close to my daddy. June 12th, my mom and Shane popped at my house. I thought they were just coming, I was cooking supper. My dad passed away. He had a massive heart attack. Died right there with my mom in the room. So he died Wednesday, June the 12th. We buried him Friday, June the 14th. I had to go to Vanderbilt Monday, June the 17th for my stem cell transplant. So it was boom, boom, boom. Got my stem cell transplant, and literally when you have stem cell transplant, it's your unrelated donor. They take her stem cells, and the very next day, they fly them that day to wherever you are, and they bring you to the brink of death when you're getting the stem cell transplants. It's the closest to death, as they say, that you'll ever get without dying. So it's very, very, very risky. Got my stem cells. I stayed in the hospital for a month. I had the worst case of mucositis, which is mouth sores. Couldn't eat or drink for an entire month. I was on IV fluids, IV nutrition that they've ever seen in Vanderbilt in 20, 30 years. So went home and got my donor in September. We're going to meet her in California. She's just a gift from God. She's absolutely wonderful. And her name is Debbie, and she lives in Colorado. And we couldn't be thankful, and God has just blessed me in so many ways. I mean, it's hard to say, you know, you can't give it to anybody else except Him, because, I mean, I've been told I've had cancer twice, survived cancer twice, had a stem cell transplant, and my dad died all within a year. So I'm here just to give glory to Him, and thanks to all y'all for praying. And let me pray. I still have appointments at Vanderbilt that I go to for monthly checkups every 2 months, and hopefully it'll go longer and longer. But we just give all the glory to Him, and you know, I mean. Do I say that I want cancer? No, absolutely not. I'm thankful that it wasn't me, that it wasn't my husband, and He's using me through Him to speak His word and give His testimony of how much that He has blessed me and given to me. So He knows probably I have a big mouth like the dog, so no, you know, we just give all the glory to Him, absolutely. So thank y'all so very much.